It is now time for the 8th bout of the evening. This is a lightweight contest. Fighting out of the blue corner, Jayden Ratkovic.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are up to fight number 8, three-minute rounds in our lightweight division. That is 70.3 kilograms. This fight sponsored by Working Gear. We have fighting out of the blue corner, making his way to the cage, Jayden Ratkovic. Now, again, our second Jayden for the night. Second member of Oni fight team, making his way to the cage. If you guys can hear on the stream, the crowd is absolutely wild. Plenty of people in attendance here backing the Oni fight team, guys. We have Jayden, who has had 3 fights before, with a record of 1 and 2. He has fought on the Endouro Fight Series promotion a few times now. He is a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And when we asked him what his fight style is or his favorite weapons, and he said, quite frankly, look, I am a striker. So he is ready to go. As we say always, the Oni fight team regulars, and Jayden himself a regular here on Endouro Fight Series. So he has been inside this cage a few times, no doubt ready to go. And shout out to Ella from the Oni fight team, who always brings the greatest caramel slice you have ever tried to every weigh-in and every fight show. She definitely looks after the team. And I'm just going to give her a big thanks to her for providing the caramel slice.
Absolutely, she brings a caramel slice and she brings enough for everybody. Every single fighter, every single team member of every fighter has the opportunity to taste some of the best caramel slice you've ever tasted in your life. So thank you very, very much. Yeah,
we talked about Endouro Fight Series having the best fighters on it in terms of sportsmanship and just such a great atmosphere, even at weigh-ins. We had some fighters sharing bananas at weigh-ins yesterday. The caramel slice was flowing. It was all happening. We have some of the greatest people fighting on this show, and we're really grateful for how professional all the fighters have been.
Fighting out of the red corner, Marcel Rogers.
Marcel Rogers fighting out of Stockade in Canberra. The local boy making his debut tonight here on Endouro Fight Series. Making his way to the cage. You know the guys at Stockade come to fight, they come to fight hard. There's plenty of very, very experienced, very, very high-level fighters out of that camp. So if he's rubbing shoulders with those guys, you know he's going to come to absolutely scrap.
100%. And we talked about Jayden describing his style as a striker. We've got the classic matchup. When we asked Marcel what's his fight style, simple, wrestler. So we have a striker versus wrestler matchup. And once again, we have another fighter that has quite a bit of experience in wrestling. We saw that with Chris Baker, and we got, I think, 3 suplexes out of it. So we'll see if Marcel's going to come in with the same sort of game plan to utilize his wrestling. Or maybe he's going to, try and throw hands. I don't know. Let's see. We have seen Jayden in there a few times inside the Endouro cage. We haven't seen Marcel before. I'm excited for this matchup, as all the matchups have been amazing. These guys, if they want to get, either one of them wants to get that fighter of the night bonus, they're going to have to bring it. And every fighter so far has brought it. Once again, I don't know who's going to take that one home. Guys on the stream, let us know. Who do you think should take home the $1,000 fighter of the night bonus? We've just got a momentary wait here. It appears that potentially Marcel may have forgotten one of his pieces of personal protective equipment. May have forgotten to put the cup in, so...
Yeah, that might have been a bit of an awkward one when he got the tap on the groin guard and the groin guard was not there.
And the groin guard was not there, so just give us a few moments, guys.
We just had Andy, his coach, come up to us here in the commentary booth, cracking jokes, making fun of him, so spirits are still high. I'm sure it hasn't rocked the nerves at all for Marcel.
Well, I mean, he was ready to go out there without one, so I don't think he's phased at all. He certainly doesn't look phased.
Absolutely not. Short delay there. But now we have both Jayden Ratkovic and Marcel Rogers.
Oh, the crowd is getting absolutely wild. We obviously have a big
Ladies and gentlemen,
portion of the
this
crowd
fight is
here
3 rounds in the lightweight division.
And,
it is brought
Marcel
to you
being the
by
hometown guy.
Working Gear.
Big,
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a record of 1 win and 2 losses. He stands 177 centimeters tall, weighing in at 68.3 kilograms. Fighting out of the Oni Fight Team in Wollongong, New South Wales, Jayden Ratkovic! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his debut. He stands 174 centimeters tall, weighing in at 69.3 kilograms. Fighting out of the Stockade Training Centre, right here in the ACT, Marcel Rogers! When the action begins, your referee is Storm Osher.
Referee Storm Osher giving the fighters their final instructions before we get underway. Fight number 8 in the lightweight division here at the Hellenic Club of Canberra for Enduro Fight Series 6. Jayden Ratkovic, Marcel Rogers touch them up and they get underway.
Oh, Jayden throwing a big 1-2 straight away. Marcel applying the pressure straight into that takedown. We said it, striker versus grappler, and we're seeing exactly what we thought it would be. Marcel managing to get the takedown early. Can he keep him there? Some
beautiful ground and pound from Marcel Rogers. Not just wrestling, he's
mixing in those strikes, making sure.
That up into the strike.
Big toss takes Jayden Ratkovic down to the canvas.
Yeah, Jayden Ratkovic establishes a guard now, got bicep control and an overhook. We'll see if he wants to work his way to the fence and potentially stand up, or if he wants to look for a sub from the bottom. He is.
That's it, and he's very aware that he is right by the cage. He is trying to get his back to the cage to help assist him to get up. Again, we've seen great offense from Marcel, but you've got to hand it to Jayden, is quite aware of what is happening here and trying to utilize that cage to get back up.
Yeah, some big lefts from the top position from Marcel Rogers. Jayden Ratkovic on that right hip.
Yeah, Marcel really utilizing his head position and pressure here to really make it hard for Jayden to really move, because he can't turn the opposite direction or really make any space because his head is kind of like stuck on the canvas. It's very, very high level by Marcel. And he's mixing in those strikes.
Yeah, some massive
big
left
strikes
hands.
here.
We're seeing Marcel Rogers unload.
And Jayden moves there, getting out of the way of those strikes. Back to this grappling exchange here. Again, big throws from Marcel, just utilizing that strength and power there as well. Oh, a nice knee from Jayden there, and another knee. And just like that, he's out of
Jayden
range.
Ratkovic pushing forward now.
It is all happening here
Might
tonight.
have Marcel on the ropes. We'll see how exhausted Marcel is from trying to apply that grappling pressure.
Big energy expenditure, and you'll see on the back of Jayden there the wear and tear of having to be up against that cage. He utilised the cage so well to help him get back up, but it does take a toll on the body.
Yeah, we'll see if Jayden can utilise that length, utilise those strikes.
Throws a nasty overhand right. And as we say that, Marcel just pushes back forward. This is great.
Yeah, Marcel feinting that shot and going with the power jab.
And then he tried to land his own overhand, right? This is great. Marcel just trying to put that pressure on. But Jayden actually looking calm and collected there. He's really looking for his moments to strike. Nice defense from both boys as well. What a round.
What a first round it was. Heavy, heavy wrestling pressure from Marcel Rogers. Jayden Ratkovic able to weather the storm. He did eat plenty of left hands on the ground, but he come back with some own success on the feet later on in round number 1.
It's interesting though, seeing them in their corners. Marcel was actually taking some really big breaths in his corner. His corner trying to get him to sort of slow his breathing down. He's starting to do that now, but the energy expenditure of those big, high amplitude wrestling techniques and some of those takedowns, obviously they look good. He's controlling his scoring. He's doing damage from there, but we're seeing Jayden potentially, you know, maybe not looking quite as tired. Yes, he was defending, but maybe he didn't quite have to put out as much effort. So it'll be interesting to see as we go into this second round now, if it's the same, if Marcel's able to get that same game plan off, whether it changes, and also what changes they're making after listening to their corners.
Yeah, definitely. We open up round 2. Marcel Rogers showing the feints of the takedowns, level changing, and level changes into a big right hand, but pops a left check hook for his troubles from Jayden Ratkovic.
Yeah, Jayden throwing those sort of front kicks and teeps and stuff up the center just to probably deter Marcel from those shots, because you definitely don't want to shoot onto a kick. But in saying that, Marcel appears to have changed up the game, and he's using those sort of faking the shots to set up his hands now. So it's interesting, they've both made,
big right hand over the top of the guard from Jayden Ratkovic. Having some success now as Marcel runs forward looking for that takedown.
And what a sprawl from Jayden Ratkovic right there. Marcel's still managing to get that takedown.
This guillotine attempt is pretty tight.
Yes.
He is circling off to the correct side and he pops his head free.
Yeah, Jayden being aware of that and sort of letting go and sort of prioritising now that he needs to, you know, utilise that moment to start trying to get to a better position. And you can see him again, highly aware of where he is, utilising that cage. He's back up, put some knees in as well.
Needs to be careful of those left-hand shots, but he is able to break.
Beautiful.
We'll see how the energy systems for these two boys are working. It's completely different, the grind of
Jayden's starting to open up with those strikes, utilising that reach. Puts a kick in on Marcel's leg.
Marcel, two big right hands of his own. Has Jayden Ratkovic on the ropes here. Lefts and rights from Marcel.
And as we say that, Jayden utilising his headwork and footwork to get out of that, he actually instigates the clinch.
Yeah, taking a bit of a breather. Jayden Ratkovic now clinching up, throwing out those little strikes to the legs as Marcel knees Jayden Ratkovic's quad.
It's interesting, both boys just super active, even during these grappling exchanges. They're both like intent on making sure that they are scoring, you know, that they're being active, they're doing damage. So it's they're both very aware of what the scoring criteria is and how to win a fight. Now it appears we were missing a mouth guard there.
Yeah, referee Storm Osher.
He calls time there and he's getting just a quick clean on the mouth guard after he double checked to see whose it was. It appears a clear mouth guard, so, you know, it's hard to tell. We put the mouth guard in and Storm resumes the action there in that position.
Yeah, beautiful work from both of the boys there, holding in that position that Storm Osher called for.
Beautiful wrestling, chain
for
wrestling.
A nice ninja choke.
That's tight.
Guillotine, pretty tight.
Oh, that is very
and he gets the tap. Jayden Ratkovic with the submission victory.
Was amazing. The chain wrestling from Marcel Rogers in his debut, incredible. But Jayden Ratkovic to see the opportunity to sink in that ninja choke, and boy was that tight.
Yeah, I could not see from the angle that we were on if it was an arming guillotine or a ninja choke, but either way, he locked it up tight And what a finish from Jayden Ratkovic.
And he took it down to the mat, and and he's up on the cage here with his teammate Rocky, sharing a nice little moment there. Yeah, not only did he lock it up, but he made those like minor adjustments once it went down to the mat there, just to sort of really tighten it. Marcel trying to fight through it. Marcel completed the takedown, but it made the choke worse. And look, Marcel looked incredible for his first fight, facing someone that already had 3 fights under his belt. That was a great fight. Both of those boys looking phenomenal in there. No doubt Marcel is going to have a big career in this sport as well. I'm going to learn a lot from this. Jayden Ratkovic, man, he's a grinder. He saw the
Ladies and
opportunity,
gentlemen, referee
and he
Style
took
Usher
it.
has got a stop to this contest. 2 minutes, 43 seconds into the second round. Declaring your winner by submission from the blue corner, Jayden Ratkovic.
Both boys
This
should be
fight was
incredibly
brought to you by Working
proud
Gear.
of that performance. Wow.
Yeah, what sportsmanship shown from both gentlemen. They know they'll share in that cage together.
And
It
how
takes
well-rounded.
It takes 2 to fight. Both having success in various aspects as well. Marcel Rogers was landing some pretty good hands. Jayden Ratkovic obviously utilising his kickboxing and his Muay Thai.
And his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And we saw them utilise a bit of everything, both of them, but also they actually switched up what they were doing after the first round. Like, they clearly listened to their corners and utilised what they had success with in the first round to create those fakes and feints and set up other attacks in the second round. So that second layer of their skill sets, awesome to see. And this is, again, amateurs, you know, and they're still fairly early on in their careers, so the level of talent on the Australian MMA scene is very, very high. Marcel Rogers in his debut, and Jayden bringing his
Jayden,
record
under
to 2 and 2.
plenty of pressure there, and you pull that out. How are you feeling?
I'm never fighting a wrestler again. Fuck that.
Talk us through that fight and just how tough you found that.
I couldn't get up. He's so strong, bro. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Oh, yeah, that was tough.
How pleasing is it that you were able to battle back and continue and come up with that stoppage?
You know, I was just teaching the boys the other day anaconda chokes, so now I came in and proved that I wasn't teaching bullshit.
You guys have obviously been constants on these shows. How good is it to come down to Endouro Fight Series and put on a show like you have tonight?
Yeah, it's at the moment it's my favourite show. So shout out Endouro, shout out everyone here.
I'm sure there's plenty of people you'd like to thank, your gym, the people who've come down to see you.
Yeah, shout out Coach Mitch, legend. Shout out Brian, legend. Shout out Lockie, legend. Shout out Dom. Dom got the finish tonight, baby!
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd love to see you back here. Your winner, Jayden Ratkovic.